It's Cole here from North Coast Constrictors. Today I just want to show you some of the hatchlings that we hatched out this season and what they're looking like after their second sheds. These are hatchlings which are being put back into the breeding program. One of the things that I'm concentrating on, kind of like as a staple bread and butter for sales as far as selling snakes are concerned, are bells. You know, you'll always sell bells, but they're not expensive, they're not cheap, but they will always sell. It's your expensive snakes that, although you really try hard to breed them and get them, you know, get the genetics and get everything, there's very few people with shit tons of cash, especially now, lately, that are able to afford really high-end genetic snakes. Doesn't mean I'm not going to produce them. I have got racks full of yearlings and juveniles, well, not really juveniles anymore, that are incredibly high-end, that will be breeding next year and the year after. I've got projects on the cards that are gonna, you know, blow things away in 2024, 2023 and 2024. 2022 this year is going to be a pretty decent year for me. That's up, but it's going to be pretty average as far as snake breeding is concerned. So I want to show you just some of the girls that I've held back, and these are girls that are girls and boys that are for the blue-eyed leucistic project. But what I want to show you now, I'll just start off with the most basic one. Okay, so this is just a lesser. This is just a lesser or a butter, okay, hatchling. She's two and a half months old now, very shy, but beautiful coloring. She's shed twice, eating like a beast every 4 days, and it's a female. So obviously you guys know that the best way of getting blue-eyed leucistics, or the best way of getting a blue-eyed leucistics, is pairing a super Mojave to a super lesser. The only problem with the super lesser is that you have got a couple of genetic anomalies which can happen, which you can get those, either the bug eyes or the pin eyes or the duck bill, or the shark mouth, I think they call it that. And that's with the super form, the super lesser. But with the super Mojave, no. So your best, from what I can, just for my own personal opinion, is that your best bet to get good visual bells would be a super Mojave to a lesser, either sex, either a super Mojave female to a lesser male, or a super Mojave female to a super Mojave male to a lesser female, whichever way. Or you just, and then you got your 50%, your odds are 50-50. But if you take a Mojave, single gene Mojave, and you pair it to a single gene lesser, then your odds are 25% for blue-eyed leucistics. So this is a holdback because she is a lesser, single gene lesser, which is great. And she's going to go in for the 2024 breeding season for bells. Then we've got this absolute stunning female as well. Okay, but she's got one extra gene in her. Okay, now this is a kingpin, so this is a pinstripe lesser. But what I love about this girl and why I kept her back is that dorsal stripe on her. Completely unbroken, and I mean, I don't think the camera does it justice, but the dorsal stripe all the way from the top of her head all the way to the very tip of her tail, unbroken, completely unbroken. She's a stunning snake. Okay, I don't want to make it all blurred, but she is eating like an absolute champ, and she will be a female for the 2024 breeding project to make blue-eyed leucistics. But obviously, because she carries pinstripe in her, which is a dominant gene, I could also get pinstripes. Now we've also got this male here, which is just a single gene Mojave. Okay, he is kept back because this boy here is a Mojave. So Mojave to lesser, is very good odds on getting either more Mojaves, more Lessers, or 25% chance of getting blue-eyed leucistics. And I love blue-eyed leucistics, so that's why I want to breed more blue-eyed leucistics. So I can never have enough bells, and that means I will never have enough Mojaves or super Mojaves. I don't have any super Mojaves, but I want to get super Mojaves to breed to lesser. So I have got this hatchling boy, which is a holdback to breed. He'll be able to breed next year, and he has got a female to breed with, and he can breed. Maybe he'll be up to size this year, but maybe not. Okay, if he doesn't, I have another male in his place to go with this beautiful female here. She is an adult proven breeder lesser or butter. Okay, she gave a good 5-egg clutch this last season, and you know, she is back on the food and smashing like an absolute beast. So she's going to breed this year again in June, in about 4 months time. And this is, guys, what I'm showing you here is for my bell project. Oops, I put that in backwards. That's for my bell project, and she will pair up with this boy over here, if I can find him. Where did I put this damn guy? Here we go. This is he's an adult now, but he's still under 500 grams. Okay, this is a Mojave 100% head harpo. Okay, so he's being a bit camera shy. Obviously, being 100% head harpo, anything that I pair him up to is going to be 50% head harpo, which doesn't really bother me because I've got harpo females that I can pair him up to, and then get visual harpos, Mojave harpo. But my aim is not for that. My aim, the reason why I got him is because he's got Mojave in him, and he can pair up to that single gene lesser and get blue-eyed leucistics. So he is a little too small now. I think he's probably in the region of about 400 grams, but come June he'll be around the 600-700 gram mark easily, and probably even 800 grams. We'll see. My snakes usually put on between 80 and 100 grams a month. I feed them a decent sized rat, and rats have obviously got more protein than mice. I do not have any snakes in my collection that eat mice. They are not mouses. Obviously, as hatchlings, they are on hoppers, and then I transition them as fast as I can onto rats. And they're like literally triple in size. So this boy will be ready to lock up for the very first time. He'll be a first time breeder. So I'm just, and they're cheap snakes, and they produce blue-eyed, 25% chance of producing blue-eyed leucistics, 50% chance of producing blue-eyed leucistics if you take a super Mojave, but just a plain Mojave to a plain lesser, and you've got a 25% chance. So those are great odds. And even if you don't get your blue-eyed leucistics, you've got more Mojaves and more lessers to add to your collection to increase your chances of getting blue-eyed leucistics. Why not? And then you breed your Mojaves back to your Mojaves, and you can get your super Mojaves. Great. Underrated gene. Mojave, absolutely underrated gene. I think it's such a stunning gene. Obviously the goal is to produce a couple of super Mojaves and keep those back. A couple of female super Mojaves would be fantastic to pair up to normal single gene lesser males. I think that's a great combination, or even a stunning super Mojave male and a big bunch of like 20 big beautiful lesser females. You just pump out those blue-eyed leucistics. Everybody likes a white snake with blue eyes, eh? So guys, I think that's about it. Let's have a look here and see. No, she's deep in the blue, so I don't want to pull her out. This girl just shared out from me. This girl here, I just want to do a quick little video on her. Now, you guys are looking at this and you're thinking, okay, bamboo. Yes, you're right, but only a third right. Okay, I've got two like this. I've done videos on them before. I'm not going to ask you to scroll back and look through my videos, but if you look at the size difference compared to the last time I filmed it, this is a pastel bamboo 100% het desert ghost. Okay, and she is 2 years old and will be breeding for the first time this year. I have two of them. They are both sisters. They are both almost identical, and they are pairing up to my visual male proven breeder desert ghost over here. This dude. Nothing special about him except for the fact that, well, he's a desert ghost, and that is special in itself. But he is just a single gene desert ghost. But he's 5 years old, and he is a breeding stud. He breeds like a machine. He locks up every single time, all the time, every year. He's sired multiple successful clutches. He's 5 years old. He's been breeding since he was 2 or a year. I think he's out of the 5 years, he's bred 4 times, sired 4 clutches. He is going with both those females, so we are aiming for bamboo pastel desert ghosts. 2 females there. Right. So he is definitely, that's something to look out for this season. I'm incredibly excited about that. In 2 months' time, approximately 2 months' time, I have got a beautiful multi-gene powerhouse desert ghost male arriving on the scene. There is a very, very small chance that he's going to breed this year, but he was only born in November. If he is 700 grams or more, by the time June rolls around, I will attempt to breed him. In which case, I will breed him with those 2 females. And that boy there will be a backup, and he will be going on to other females to create 100% hits. And, well, I don't want to go into the whole what I'm going to breed. That's an entirely different topic. What I can tell you about this male, I don't know if I've done a video and told you what the genes are before, but when I've got him in my hands and I show him to you, I will tell you the genetics. He is a 4-gene visual desert ghost. 2 of the genes are dominant, co-dominant, and then desert ghost, which is recessive. Sorry, 3 of the genes are, 1 of the genes is co-dominant, 2 of them are dominant, 1 is recessive, visual, desert ghost, and then he's also 100% het hypo, which is recessive. Absolute powerhouse of a male. Okay, I'm only taking delivery of him in about 2 months' time. So I also bought him with a female, and I'll tell you what the genetics of the female are. She's 100% het desert ghost, but she's a spot nose hypo 100% het desert ghost, which will go into the 2024 breeding season. So we have got a lot going on in the future planned for desert ghost, and the male that I bought with the other 4 genes in him, along with the desert ghost, are going to give us such a variety of desert ghost combos going forward, because they are such fantastic desert incomplete, dominant and dominant genes. So yes, we've got a lot of stuff going on here, which I'm very excited about. The only negative thing is waiting. And right now, kind of like we've got quite a lot of snakes to feed. My rat production is down a little bit. We've got a lot of mouths to feed at the moment. My breeding females, the ones that are going to start breeding in about 4 months' time, are literally hoovering food down at the moment. For example, let me show you a snake that was only planned for the 2023 breeding season. Okay, she was literally, she's just over a year old, but she's going to be 18 months old now, and I'll show you 2 of them. Okay, this girl here was only due to breed. She is a pastel leopard 100% het clown. pastel leopard, 100% het clown, okay? Date of birth, January 2021. Okay, she's 1 year and 1 month old. Look at the size of her. She's already 1,450 grams. She was not supposed to breed this year. She was supposed to be for the 2023 breeding project. Pastel leopard, 100% het clown female. And she eats, oh man, I don't have the words to describe it. So by the time June rolls around, I can tell you now she's going to be over 1,700 grams, close to 1,800 grams. So she will breed. So she'll be 18 months old, so I don't know, size-wise, she'll be 100%. Maturity-wise, sexual maturity-wise, I don't know if she'll be 100%. So we'll see. She may go this season, she may not. But I have got incredible, I'm going to be pairing her to that fire clown, that visual fire clown male. Anyway guys, I've got to rock and roll. I've got to go fetch my son from school. I had 2 more females to show you, but I'm running out of time. I'll save those for another video. Catch you on the flip side. Stay safe, and like and subscribe if you like this video. I hope you guys like my rabbit skull and crossbone shirt. My mom got this for me for Christmas. I actually didn't like it in the beginning, but I think it's actually pretty cool. What do you think? I don't know. Tell me in the comments below. Cheers.